everyone, my name is Laura and I work for the Pierce County Library System. And in today's edition of Library Secrets 101, we are going to talk about how to access the Tacoma News Tribune and the Seattle Times for free from home using your library card. So let's go ahead and get into that. You want to go to our homepage, that's piercecountylibrary.org. Scroll down a little bit. Then go ahead and click on where it says research in this little box with the magnifying glass. That is going to take you to a list of all of our premier databases, most of which can be accessed at home with an internet connection using your library card. So I do encourage you to go through this list of topics here and just explore what you can get for free with your library card at home. The name of the database we're going to talk about today that will get you access to the Tacoma News Tribune and the Seattle Times is called Access World News. So if you click on the All Databases Alphabetical AZ link here, it is going to load all of the databases in alphabetical order. Access World News is at the top. Click on Login Required, click here. You want to go ahead and punch in your library card number and then your PIN or your password, typically the last 4 digits of whatever phone number we have on record for you. So go ahead and enter those 2 items and hit login. Then it authenticates your library card and will bounce you back to the alphabetical list. And I kind of want to go into Ancestry, but we're going to stay focused here and look at the Access World News. So click on that. And it just takes a minute to load. As well as the Seattle Times and the Tacoma News Tribune, this database will let you access hundreds of thousands of articles and newspapers from all over. And it's all for free and you can read everything right there on your screen. They even have suggested topics, a lot of hot topics, the 2020 US presidential race, links to articles that talk about books and authors, health, business and economics, and so on and so forth. So on the right-hand side, we've pulled out a few of our most local and most popular ones. So if you click on the Tacoma News Tribune, it's called News Tribune Collection. This is how you can access the TNT for free without a subscription, again with your library card. And what I really like most about this is that it gives you that really pretty front page, you know, almost like you had it in paper in front of you, look to it. So you can click on the text option here where it says the News Tribune in text, and you can just get the words of the articles. But if you go down to the second option here on this list where it says image, and go over to the left here and click on the Tacoma News Tribune image, this is the one that's going to give you that really nice looking interactive, colorful, bright, front page looking newspaper experience here. What they're going to do first is actually load the dates, so you can view recent issues or you can go back further. We'll go ahead and look at Memorial Day, the holiday, so that would be Monday the 25th. So if we pull up a version of that, it's going to go ahead and take just a second to load. It's got to load a bunch of really rich pictures. And so here you have your Memorial Day banner, you know, with grateful hearts. We remember those who have fallen in defense of our nation. And if you scroll down here, you can definitely look at the news for that day. And this is really tiny on my screen. You can certainly make it bigger by hitting these plus sign over here. So if you go into the upper right corner of your screen with the blue and the plus, the blue plus, a white plus and a blue box, and hit the plus sign, you can go ahead and zoom into that and make it bigger. I'm not getting any younger. My eyes aren't getting any better. You can also scroll, zoom back out. So you have that as well. Something else that's really great that you can access here with the Tacoma News Tribune free with your library card is their e-bonus material section. It's available online. So if you hit this little box here where it says A _1, that would be for section A. Use your scroll down bar here to go to the Z's, and you do Z1 _1. This is going to be that bonus material e-content that is only available online here. So this is going to give you some local highlights of the paper, you know, extra, extra, daily bonus, e-edition, and these are some things that you can go ahead and read through. And there's a lot of extra bonus material, as you can tell here from clicking back on that drop down. There's Z11, and it looks like this one goes all the way to 25 and after. So lots of really good material in here. Now to access the Seattle Times, you can go ahead and click back on this logo where it says News Bank. The name of the database is Access World News, but the company that makes it is called News Bank Incorporated. And if we just scroll down a little bit like we did before, you can see the different collections that we have pulled out for you here on the right-hand side. So earlier we were in the News Tribune collection, and now we want to click on the Seattle Times collection. Once you click into that, you are going to see the same list that you saw for the Tacoma News Tribune. We're the first listing on the list. The Seattle Times is going to be the more text format option. So that's going to be all of the articles, and they're going to look just like words in plain text. If you do click on the second one, like we did with the Tacoma News Tribune, you'll see once again that that is the image format of the newspaper, which is very reminiscent of having the newspaper in front of you in print. It's just more aesthetically pleasing for most people. Once you click on the Seattle Times, like we did with the TNT, this is where you can view recent issues and even back issues. So you can browse issues by date here. We'll just go ahead and select May 1st and see what the headline was on May 1st for the Seattle Times. Once again, accessing the Seattle Times, the Tacoma News Tribune, and many other hundreds of thousands of newspapers is free with your library card at home with an internet connection through this Access World News database. So this is the Seattle Times for Friday, May 1st. And again, what we did with the Tacoma News Tribune, you can use these plus and minus signs to zoom in for easier reading and zoom out as well. So it's definitely fun to go through and explore what you can get here online on your screen free with your library card. So if we go ahead and return back to the Access World News homepage, there are lots of other items that you can explore through here as well. You can do article searches. There's an area for children, a research rocket. So if you're a parent or caregiver, your children might be interested in browsing through that. So I just want to go ahead and say thank you for watching this edition of Library Secrets Online 101, where we talked about how you can access the pretty versions of the Tacoma News Tribune and the Seattle Times for free with your library card. Thank you very much.